So today's topic on grammar is conditionals. Yay. I don't know if you've seen conditionals before. Okay, so we have right now we're going to see three types of conditionals. We're going to see the zero conditional, the first conditional, and second conditional. Okay, conditionals are okay. What comes to your mind when you hear the word condition? What comes to your mind? So when you hear the word condition, usually you think about a condition, okay? Not a physical condition, but that something is going to happen if something else happens, okay? So for example, this cannot happen if this other thing does not happen. So I cannot do a picnic if it is raining, okay? It all depends. My picnic depends on the weather. So if there is sun, I do my picnic. If there is no sun and it's rainy, I cannot do my picnic, okay? So it's like a cause and effect reaction, okay? So we have three different types that we're going to see today. We have the zero conditional, which is used for facts that are generally true and do not change, okay? This is the structure. We have if, we have two present simples, okay? Present simple and present simple. For example, if you eat in an unhealthy way, you get overweight. So you have your two verbs on present simple, okay? And it is a fact. It is true that if you eat unhealthy, then you will get overweight, okay? You get overweight. It's a fact, and it is always in present simple. Then we have first conditionals, okay? First conditionals are used to talk about possibilities in the present or in the future. In the first conditional, we use if. Our first verb is in present simple, and the second verb is in simple future. We use will, okay? This is your clue word, will. So, if I eat healthy food, I will have a good health, okay? So we have our if, we have our verb in present simple, and then we have our simple future. Will have a good health. And then we have our second conditional, which is used for hypothetical or unlikely situations, okay? It's like, imagine if this happened, okay? It's an imaginative thing, but it could always be also a possibility, but it's an unlikely situation. In second conditionals, we use if. Our first verb is past simple. We use would. Would is your clue word, okay? Would. And you use your verb, okay? Your verb in present tense. Or, well, it depends on what tense you're talking, okay? So we start with if. I. When you're using the verb to be, okay? When you're using the verb to be, it is always where. I do not say if I was you. You say if I were you, or if she were you, okay? You do not say if she was you. Okay, you say where, you use where. If I were you, I would eat healthy food in order to avoid obesity, okay? So, that is basically the structure, and this is an example. I don't know if you guys have questions up until now. We're going to do some examples so you can understand them better, and we're going to watch a video so we can complement the grammar section, okay? Okay, so take a look at this. We have zero conditional, okay? Number one, if you freeze water, it turns to ice. And then we have water turns to ice if you freeze it. So what happened there? What happened here? It's the same sentence, but what happened is on the second half of the sentence, and it's okay. It's still correct, okay? So you can have this type of sentences where if you're not going to find it at the beginning, but you're going to find it in the middle. And it is also a conditional, okay? What makes you think that it's a zero conditional? Because you have your verb in present simple and you have your verb in present simple, okay? Then let's read number two. If we make too much noise, the baby wakes up. Okay, it's a fact. The baby wakes up if we make too much noise. And we have our verb in present simple. And we have our verb in present simple. Okay? It's also a fact. Obviously, if you make too much noise, a baby wakes up. Okay? And then we have number 3. If you press the button, the TV turns on. And then you can change it. The TV turns on. Turns on is your verb in present simple. If you press the button. Okay? Questions until now with zero conditional. Remember, zero conditional, it's facts and both verbs are in present simple. Okay? That is what you have to remember. Questions? And then we have first conditional. Some examples. Remember, in our first conditional, we talk about possibilities and we use will. We use our clue word will. Okay? So we have, if she does not hurry up, she will be late. Okay, we have if, she will be late. And the same thing happens. She will be late if she does not hurry up. Okay, we have will be, we have if, and does not hurry up. Okay, so remember, possibility and will. Number 2, if it rains tomorrow, we will not go on a picnic. We will not go on a picnic if it rains tomorrow. So we have will not go. Will is the future tense of this verb. Will not go if it rains tomorrow. And we have our if over here. And then number 3, if I have enough strawberries, I will bake a cake. Or I will bake a cake if I have enough strawberries. So we have will bake, our future possibility. We have if, and we have, our verb in present simple. Okay? So this is look at this, and it's kind of like a cause and effect kind of situation. If I have strawberries, I can bake a cake. If I do not have strawberries, I cannot bake a cake. Okay? So questions up until now of first conditional. Look at examples of second conditional. I love this one. Okay, so we have, if I were you, I would want to be a doctor. The same thing. I would want to be a doctor if I were you. In here, we are using were. I were you, if I were you. And we are using would. And we are using our verb in present simple. So, number 2. If she weren't sick, she would go to school. The same thing. She would go to school if she weren't sick. So we have our if. Very important. Conditionals always have the word if. If we're not, okay? And then we have would and our verb in present simple. Okay. And then we have number 3. If I knew the answer, I would tell it to you. I would tell it to you if I knew the answer. Okay, we have our if. We have our verb. We have would. And we have our verb in present. Okay, so questions up until now in second conditional. Remember 2 things. We use would, okay? And also, if you're using the verb to be, you have to use were. You do not use was, okay? We use were. We use would and we use our verb in present simple. Our clue word is would, okay? There are possibilities but unlikely situations, okay? Situations that are probably not gonna happen.